crazy, man. That joint crazy, man. That joint crazy. Let me put that in the comments. Yo, I know that's not Courtney. I just was thinking about Courtney. Courtney, I love you. Sending you love. Look, why your relationship is actually costing you money. Share this video out with at least 2 people. I want to talk about why your relationship is actually costing you money. Share this video out with at least 2 people. I want to talk. Who's that, Baker? Shout out to my guy Baker, man. If y'all need, what you selling, Baker? Put it in the chat. If y'all need some assistance with being able to book calls, y'all need some assistance with, don't you got some AI? Some AI stuff? Let them know what you got in the chat. Let me pin this comment real quick. Your relationship is actually costing you money. Let me show y'all. What's up? Lala. What's up? Text 646. We have the biggest mogul meetup of the year, the Golden Carpet celebration going on this Sunday in New York City. Right now, I am in Spain. I am not in New York City. But I will be there Sunday. 646-787 0689. Let me pin this. Text the word golden to 646-787-0689. Who's that? Kana. Shout out to Kana in the building. Share this live out. I want to get at least a handful of people on here. I'm gonna get at least a handful of people on here. All right, so we got the Golden Carpet on Sunday. That's August 18th. It's actually a brunch. Oh, hold on. Take it easy. It's actually a brunch. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on.
No, I'm asleep.
Hold on. To get access to a Golden Carpet. All right, so yeah, I want to really get some hands, right? I want you to give me some feedback too in the chat. Why could your relationship be potentially costing you money? Because I don't think that we even think about it this way, right? But I want to know. Put it in the chat. Why could your relationship be costing you money? Let me know. Why could your relationship be costing you money? I want to first get y'all present to this because you might not even be thinking about it this way. All right, let me cook. You might not even be thinking about it this way. But your life is unfolding the way it is due to your participation, your partners that's in your life, whether that's romantic, whether it's platonic, does not matter. These are all relationships. This is all about relationship based. Like, this is why everybody has a sprinkle of God's gifts, right? You got a sprinkle of God's gift. I got a sprinkle of God's gift. And we put our gifts together, and that is how we create these things, right? Everything in this universe is created from the mind first, from the sound, from the thought first, right? And then it goes into this 3D printed process of manifesting. So, believe it or not, the relationships you currently have, you manifested it in the past. I always talk about this. I say, hey, look, have you ever listened to what we would call heartbreak music? And somebody says, yeah, I heard that before. Have you ever had a heartbreak in your relationship? People say, yeah, I have. I ask, which one comes first? The music or the heartbreak in your relationship? So first, let's answer that question. Let me get you to answer that question. If I don't get participation in this chat, I'm out of here, because I'm not on here just for, to have y'all listen to me. I'm on here to build, because we're creating this community full of love, connectivity and financial prosperity. If you are already part of the community, I want you to drop those mailbox emojis. I want you to drop those trophies, those MVP trophies in the chat if you are already. So, all right, when you think about it, right, most people say no. I mean, most people say, I seen it happen in my relationship first, and then I listen to the songs. And I'll say, I would love for you to think deeper, because chances are you were a child listening to this heartbreak music. And then growing up, you had a relationship. And then that relationship turned out to be a heartbreak, within that relationship. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me share this out, because y'all playing games. I said everybody on this live share. Y'all playing games right now. I said share this live out to at least 2 people. Y'all all playing games. I'm about to share this out. All right, so when you're thinking about this, right? The reason why I'm even bringing this up is because we create the world around us through language, through thoughts, through actions. It's all this like symphony of things moving. And the biggest thing is the relationships that you hold, right? Let's say you grew up in a household with a single parent, or you grew up in a household with both parents, but your parents weren't financially savvy, and you got about 2 or 3 siblings. Chances are maybe one of those siblings actually go on to be financially fit. The other 2 or 3 end up being, just like the parents or whatever. And vice versa. If you have a financially sound household and, you grew up with those parents, these are relations, right? So just by your relation, you're going to learn more. You're going to be able to do more, or you're going to do less, or, learn less, right? And the reason why we say that is because y'all know the whole thought of you hang around 5 broke people, you become the 6. You hang around 6 rich people, you become the 7. So it's all about the company that you keep. What type of company are you keeping around you? Now, for me, it's all about acquiring assets, right? I think this life is about acquiring assets. Why do I think that? Because just doing research, I uncovered that even a relationship is an asset. A house, asset. Job, asset. Skill, asset. Car, asset. Clothes, asset. So these are actually assets, right? An asset is something that can bring you money, or bring you growth, or bring you something in exchange for that thing, right? And when you think about it, the assets break down to 2 categories. They break down to intangibles and tangibles. So when you look at intangibles is something that you can't necessarily see or touch or feel, right? But you can recognize the presence. You recognize that it exists and is contributing to whatever outcome may be. And the tangible is the opposite, right? You can touch it, you can smell it, you can do all these other things. Now, when you think about an asset that's intangible, what would you think about? Skills, right? Skill set. What type of skill set that you have? Because you can't really see the skill. The skill can be applied and it can produce a result. When you think about tangible assets, what do you think about? You think about properties. A tangible asset could be real estate, both physical and digital as well. So when you break down the skill, right, being part of this intangible, the skill, you just meant to learn skills. You're meant to learn skills and apply them. The property, the tangible part, you're meant to discover it, right? You're meant to discover it and utilize it. So when you look at these 2 parts, right, when you look at the intangible part and the tangible part, you start to understand that assets are all around you. See, the key is, how are you looking at what's around you? So when it comes to the assets being skills, the assets being mindset, and being all these other things that's intangible, when it comes to the tangible assets being brick and mortars or something that people can hold and touch, right? What's on the opposite side of this? Because there's no one-sided anything. There's always 2 sides or more to any and everything. So when you think about it, right, it's saying this, it's saying what's on the opposite side of those intangibles and tangibles? People. So people possess the skills, people possess the properties, right? Or what we would call territory. So you getting more money is about increasing your territory. When you only work for one person and you're in that company, you have a singular territory. That singular territory is actually not enough for you to go and do the things that you need to do. Think about on the other side of that, though. There's never one-sided anything. What about your employer? Your employer actually understands what I'm speaking of. That's why your employer went and got more assets, which are people. Why? Because your employer knows that they have to expand their territory. You see how they fight for wars? Why? Because they're fighting over territory. The people with more territory wins. The reason why, if you was to invest your money into acquiring more followers, you could potentially set yourself up to have bigger paydays. Why? Because if you just had a hundred loyal fans, just 100 loyal followers, 100 loyal supporters, and they all paid you $1,000 for something, how much money did you make? $100,000. But if you have 1,000 loyal fans, how much money did you make? So I want you to start to look at it this way. It's about acquiring territory. Even with your skills, your skill set is also territory. All right. So as I mentioned before, if you want to get more time, more freedom, you want to be able to do the things that you want to do. Right now, I'm in Spain. It's like 12 at night. Wait, no cap though. I know y'all probably seen my stories or whatever, but no cap. It's about like 12 at night. What I'm saying is strategic partnership. So it breaks down to partnerships and customers, right? So on the other side of those skill sets, on the other side of those properties or those tangible assets, right? Who is inside of the buildings? Who is utilizing those websites? Customers, right? So who, or on the other side, who have those skill sets? Who is putting in work? Partners. So if you go and acquire a building, let's say you're in real estate and you go acquire a building, you now might need to do a rehab. When you do a rehab, think about it. It's the intangible asset that you need. You need somebody with a skill to do the rehab. So they go and they do the rehab. That's a partnership. Once the rehab is done, you have that tangible asset. Now, who utilizes the tangible asset? A customer, or what we will call a tenant. So in this grand scheme of things, just follow with me what I'm saying here. You are not winning the way you want to win because you're playing the game by yourself. Your relationships are not as powerful, or your relationships does not equate to business, where we talk about RGAs, revenue generating activities, right? Are your relationships with your family and friends minimum wage relationships where all you do is talk and gossip about other people and about all these other things that don't necessarily move the needle? I want you to think about that, because this is the difference between you moving to the space that you want to be at, or you staying right where you are now. So as I mentioned about these intangible assets and creating these partnerships and acquiring customers, think about it. In order to create partnerships, you need to be a person that people feel comfortable with partnering with, right? So you cannot be a person that's shaking and moving, but you have no results. You have to be what we call a leader. So the leader will be able to create partnership. This is why some of your family and friends might not believe in you. Trust me, I've done it, and I have family and friends that didn't believe in me. And guess what? They believe in me now. And there's probably some that still don't believe it. But what I'm saying is that in the beginning, they didn't, because they couldn't see the leader, right? I wasn't being the leader that they wanted me to see, they wanted to see me as. And that takes time also. So understand, when you're creating those partnerships to create those intangible assets, you need to have a leadership. You need to be somebody that people can follow. You need to be somebody that people want to follow. You need to be somebody that people want to work with. You need to be somebody that's an attractive character that people want to build with. When it comes to the customer side, you got that property, or you got those things, those tangible assets. Guess what? You need to be able to sell your product, your service, your system, your property to someone else. And that is sales. So when you look at it, the two most important things that you want to start to focus on is leadership and sales. So leadership is going to allow you to be able to build partnerships with almost anybody. Like, I'll make a lot of money just off of partnerships. As I'm telling you right now, I'm in Spain. How did I get to Spain? I didn't pay for a full trip to get to Spain. I got to Spain through a partnership, right? Being able to do work, put the work in. And also, I make money while I'm in Spain because I got the customers, right? I got the clients. I got the people willing to buy what I'm offering. And it's not hard. It just takes time for you to look at it. I'm not saying anything that you don't already know, but I am saying something that you probably didn't think of. Now, what do I mean by that? What's the difference? The knowing means nothing. You already know that in order to get more money, you need to be able to have multiple streams of income. You already know that. Now, the difference is, how do you actually do it? Right? When you sit and you work at the 9 to 5, guess what? 9 to 5 is a stepping stone. It's great. You can utilize that as your first business partner, but you don't stay at the corporate world and complain, because if it's a stepping stone, when you stay stone, you get stepped upon. Don't complain about it. Don't complain about the results you got from the work that you didn't do. So this is the work that I'm asking you all to do. If you really want to have 4 or 5 figures in a day, you really want to be able to be the person that earns the right to have the experience of being that attractive character that can go out and impact people's lives and change your family's legacy for the rest of your family's lives, right? I want you to understand that sales and leadership is the two biggest things that you should be focusing on. In fact, if you don't want to believe that, you don't have to. I'm only talking to the person who wants to make more money, who wants to increase their profits in their business, who wants to have powerful relationships. I'm talking about the people who want to travel and get their time back so they can have time and freedom and controlling it the way they want to control it. I'm talking to those people. And I'm saying, because I was just like you. When I was working at the corporate job, guess what? I was climbing up the corporate ladder. However, I was still bound by time. I still had to go into the office. I had but so many breaks that I can take. I had but so many vacations I can take. I had a time when I had to report back. If y'all feel what I'm saying, drop a 1 in the chat. If y'all feel what I'm saying, drop a 1 in the chat. Because I don't want to just be speaking to any and everybody who's not even listening. I want to speak to that one person who's actually listening. And the reason why I'm doing this whole live is to segue into why we created the Golden Carpet celebration, the biggest mogul meetup of this year. The reason why we did that is to allow people to be loved, appreciated, heard, felt, and seen. And that person could be you. We are recognizing entrepreneurs. We are recognizing corporate leaders. We are recognizing individuals who have said, you know what? Good is no longer good enough. I need to step into my greatness. If that's you, if you resonate with that, if you feel like good is no longer good enough and you want to step into your greatness, drop a 1 in the chat. Drop a 1 in the chat. Shout out to you. Just got back from Singapore. I want to definitely go to Singapore. How was it though? How was it? Let me know. Oh, what's that? Oh, Stormy Banks. Shout out to Stormy Banks. Yeah, definitely. I'm not in Barcelona right now. I'm in Madrid. I'm with the folks. I did a 7-mile run. Shout out to you, Heather. I did a 7-mile run, and which was dope. I did that. That was my number 1 record. I never ran 7 miles before, y'all. Like, this is a breakthrough happening in real time. My legs hurt, to be honest. Tomorrow I gotta get up and do it again and work out. And it's just the level that we're pushing ourselves to. But as I'm saying this to everybody, I know I'm not the most flashiest. I know I'm not the most sexiest when it comes to this game. I know what I speak about, you probably don't want to hear it. I know it. But I don't do this because I think that you want to hear this. I do this because I know you need to hear it. Now, I'm not telling y'all to follow in my footsteps when it comes to business, because you are literally supposed to supply people with what they want Forget about what they need. Supply them with what they want. This is why entertainment is running rampant, right? And most people don't even have any idea about what's going on in their own lives, but they know about everybody else's lives. They know about who so-and-so sleeping with. They know about who so-and-so dealing with. They know about this. They know about that, but they don't know about them. Sales and leadership. The first person you want to sell is yourself. Sell yourself on why are you continuously running the same story that's not working for you. Oh, wait, hold up. It's too late out here in Spain. It's 12:30. I know people are going to get upset because I'm still operating on U.S. time right now. And I'm about to take y'all to church for the entrepreneurs. I'm about to take y'all to the Kingdom Hall for the kings and queens. I'm about to take y'all to the mosque for the moguls. I'm about to take you to the temple for the triumphant. But I'm not talking to you if that's not what you want to hear. I'm only talking to the people who want to gain their time and freedom back. I'm only talking to the person who want to increase their profits. I'm only talking to that person. I am not talking to you if that's not what you're here for. I'm not here to shine on anybody because I know this is a tough time. I know that this is, we got inflation. I know we got all these things going, like as far as cost of living is going up sky high. That's why I'm here. I'm here because of those things. If the cost of inflation is rising, if inflation is rising, the cost of goods is going up, and the cost of living is going up, but you save money, and that's what your focus is, to save money, you're actually losing money, right? Think about it. Because the value of the dollars that you're saving, they don't have the same purchasing power when you first acquired them. Every dollar that you save, and you save for 30 days, you have lost how much on that dollar? You have lost 7 cents on that dollar. So think about it. That's 7 cents across all of your dollars. That's not 7 cents for $1. I mean, for total, it's 7 cents per dollar that's in your account that you're losing per month because of this inflation, because of the cost of living is sky high. So you don't have a choice. Well, you really do, but I say you don't really have a choice. You got to make a decision. Do you want to live the life you truly want to live, where you can have time, freedom to go and do what you want? Or do you want to be bound by the clock? The craziest thing is this, y'all. Money is an unlimited resource. Your time is a limited resource. But they tell you that trading time for money is valuable. Right? They told you that trading time for money is valuable. No disrespect. This is not me being disrespectful. Once again, like I said, I'm just sharing. Right? I'm just sharing. What's up, Julian? How you feeling? I'm just sharing this, right? I'm just saying this because maybe somebody, I'm just talking to one person, whoever the one person is. I don't know who it is, whoever this person is. But if you're tired of trading your time for money and you want to put yourself in a position of power, it's going to come down to your relationships. So your relationships that you have right now is actually costing you money. The fact that you have a lack of relationships are costing you money. If y'all know what I'm talking about, put a 1 in the chat. Like, if you feel like, damn, only if I knew the right person. If you feel like, damn, only if the people in my circle supported me. If you feel like, damn, I wish I could do more, right? I want you to understand something. Your life doesn't get better by chance. It only gets better by change. That's it. So the thing that you probably should be looking at changing is how you relate to people in your life. Think about it. Are you the person that has terrible relationships? Think about it. A relationship is an exchange. And sales and leadership is all exchange. Sales and leadership is all powerful relationship building, right? And when you think about sales is just how can you guide somebody. Leadership is making decisions, so decision making. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think that learning sales or being trained in how to sell will benefit you in your relationship if selling is all about guiding people? How many of you actually want to guide your significant other to do the things? Like, you already do it, but you say it in a way that's like backfires on you. Oh, these dishes ain't gonna wash themselves. Oh, damn, you always making me do this. Oh, you always that. Oh, you ain't never did this, right? Like, that's the way that most of us talk And that's the way that we were trained to communicate. But I want to show you something different. I want to show you how we make people feel loved, appreciated, heard, felt, and seen to build these powerful relationships. You know, that's what I want to show. And like I mentioned before, this is coming down to you acquiring assets, skills, and territories, right? Properties, right? And it's not just like physical properties, it's territory. This is all about territory. This is why there's always wars. The person with the most territory wins. That's what this is about. And let's just be real here, keep it funky. You might just not have enough territory. Look at the people that's on my live right now. That's not enough territory. Somehow I make 4, 5, 6 figures in days. So now what I want to do is I want to change my focus, and I want to be on social media because I stopped being on social media. So this is what's going to happen. You're not going to have the outreach, or I'm not going to have the engagement that I want to have because I'm not consistent on social media. I already know that. I'm not consistent on social media. I'm consistent with email marketing and my community and SEO. That's what I'm consistent. I'm not consistent on social media. So I'm going to have a few followers here and there. I'm going to have some times where it's like 20, 30 people. I'm going to have some times where it's only one person. I'm going to have those times. But what I'm breaking down, shout out to the CEO, First Lady, the number one business owner in Miami, or at least Florida, right? And got her own store. You know, shout out to you because you've been doing that thing. And if you want to get your waist snatched up, you got to holler at CEO, First Lady. So it comes down to your relationships. Who are you partnering with? Like I said, I make 4, 5, 6 figures in a day, and it's not from social media. So imagine when I increase my territory on social media. So that's what I'm getting ready to embark on. I'm getting ready to embark on a journey increasing my message on social media. So we have our golden carpet celebration. This is all about celebrating entrepreneurs, career professionals, these corporate individuals who've been climbing up the ladder, right? And we want to love on you because we want to continuously create this community full of love, connectivity, and financial prosperity. But like I said, this ain't sexy. What I'm speaking about is not sexy, y'all. Nobody want to hear this stuff. But yet people want to make money. How do you make money without selling? You tell me. How do you get people to follow you without leading? You tell me. So I already know that leadership in sales is very important. It's paramount to your success. But that's up to you, though. You got to be able to see it you got to be able to see it that way. So I want you to text the word golden. Text the word golden to 646-787-0689. If you want to get access to our golden carpet I'm getting tongue twisted. I told you I was late out. Golden Carpet celebration. This is our biggest mogul meetup in New York City. It's going down August 18th. This is going to be a brunch affair. Started up around 12 and end around like 4 o'clock. Might do an after party. But there's going to be some awards given out. There's going to be some food. There's going to be an open bar. There's going to be a lot of things that's happening. That just really showcases love. And some of you are going to miss out, and it's fine, but I'm talking to the ones who really want to change their life. The person who says when good is no longer good enough. The person who says I'm tired of being controlled by the clock. As I mentioned, you're trading unlimited. You're trading your limited resource for an unlimited resource. It doesn't make sense at first glance. It sounds like it does, right? Trade your time, which is limited, for unlimited resource. But what happens when you get what happens when you run out of time, right? Let's say you ran out of time, but you've been so busy acquiring this unlimited resource. You got millions of dollars, but you ran out of time. See, the key thing is you want to use the unlimited resource to give you more of the limited resource. So you want to use the money to give you more time. But some of us are holding on to the money, looking to save it, and we already told you, you can't save it. It's not happening. You saving the money, all that's doing is you're losing money. That's it. It's a myth. You're just losing money. So just a quick recap. So that way you can walk away, realize it. You must change who you are as a person inside in order for you to get something on the outside, right? So in order for you to receive something on the external, you must give something up in the internal. So for you, when it comes to your relationship with your husband or your wife, in order for you to see the relationship flourish with your husband or your wife in the external, where they're loving on you and doing the things that you love, where your love languages are being met, you have to give something up. Maybe you have to give up nagging. Maybe you have to give up holding on to your pride. Maybe you have to give up being spiteful. Maybe you have to give up the art or the fact of being right or wrong, right? Maybe you have to give those things up. And what is it that you're going to give up? That's up to you. So once again, this is about creating powerful relationships. The way to create powerful relationships is understanding the art of selling, understanding the power of leadership, because leaders are going to have followers. A person who can sell is going to have customers. See, you can convert your followers into customers, and your customers can become your followers, and you can have what we call an ongoing automated business. But instead, you probably don't think what I'm speaking about is sexy. Instead, you don't think, because I'm not talking about getting funded, and then when I get you funded, you don't know what to do with the money, right? Like, yes, I can get you funded. That's how I started out. Started out doing credit repair, doing funding. That's how I started in this business, this online industry. But I realized that getting you funded is the least of the worries. That's the easiest part, is to get you the bag. The hardest part is for you to change your habits. That's the hardest part. The hardest part is for you to believe in yourself. The hardest part is for you to recognize that sales and leadership is the thing that you've been running from, but it's the thing that you needed the whole time. So text the word golden to 646-787-0689 to get access to our golden carpet. This is our celebration that's happening in New York, August 18th. This is Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we'll be celebrating everybody who's in attendance, but also by you getting into the room. You can shake hands with people and start to build your empire through your partnerships. I'm not the only one that knows this. This is why your employer hires people, because your employer understands it's about acquiring more territory. Your governments understand it's about acquiring more territory. What you see that's going on in Palestine and all this other stuff that's happening across the world, why do you think this is taking place? To do what? Expand territory. When you expand territory, what happens? You get an influx of influence. You get an influx of income. It's just an infusion, because you have created more space to operate, more volume. And I'm not condoning war. I totally hate it. But stop going to war against yourself. Stop fighting against who you truly are, and let's go for your higher self. All right? That's it for me. Unless somebody wanted to come up here. If y'all wanted to come up here, come on. I got a couple minutes. Like I said, it's 12:42 or something like that. I still got Eastern Standard Time on my phone. I just know it's dark. I know everybody not hanging outside. I know that. But I'm telling you like this, y'all. If y'all want to travel, y'all want to live the life. I'm not selling you a dream. I'm not even selling you a product. I'm telling you, you don't even need to work with me. You can work with yourself. I'm not even telling you to work with me at all. What I'm saying to you is that this, like I said, I make 4 or 5 figures in a day, and this is all receipts. Everybody knows this is not a cap. Everybody knows this. Yes, I'm not big on social media. I haven't been consistent on social media. Y'all see who's online right now. I'm not faking the funk. I'm not telling y'all anything that I didn't do. I'm being very transparent with you and telling you that you don't even have to be on social media to do what I'm doing. You don't even have to be on social media, but when you have to understand how to sell and how to lead people. I lead people who are leaders in social media. So what are you saying? So I'm telling you and I'm showing you in multiple ways that if you don't even want to be the person that's in front of the camera, you could do it faceless. I appreciate you too, King. You could do it faceless. You could do it faceless. I'm not worried about if one person get on here. I'm not worried about if 2 people get on here. I'm not worried about none of that. I don't care about the numbers. What I'm worried about is if one person walks away and is able to change their life because they changed their mind. You change what you say to yourself, and then you change what you see for yourself. That's the key. You running the same script over and over, that's not working. You got to reach a new level of power. And the way that you reach a new level of power is to become a new individual. You change your habits, change the script. So if you want to get access once again to our golden carpet celebration, this is going down August 18th, Sunday at 12 p.m. brunch. I don't drink, but well, maybe once in a while I might do a little something, but typically I don't really drink. So it's open bar for y'all. Okay, open bar for you. 100%, John. They made us hate ourselves, and I know that's why most people don't like to sell, because the first inclination they heard about selling was through slavery. The first time they heard about selling was through slavery. So if the first time they heard about selling was through slavery, of course they're going to feel repelled against slavery. Repelled against selling, right? Think about it. It's a psychological warfare. This warfare is being played on your mind. Most people are still enslaved in the brain. I could literally come up here and be like, yo, I'm going to get you funded. I'm going to get you to this bag. And then everybody's going to jump on it. Oh, I'm going to increase your credit score. Everybody's going to jump on it. But the moment that I'm talking about sales and leadership, everybody's looking at me like, I don't know what you mean by sales and leadership. The same way how somebody sold you this bottle of water and you do it, same way how somebody sold you the house that you live in, same way how they sold you an idea that you actually own the property when you're just a buyer, not the owner, the same way how they told you you have to go to school, go to college, get a job, the same way they did that to you and you're following it blindly is the same way that you can get out of that and live the life that you truly want to live. It's about your belief. You just believe that you think that it's right, so then it's right to you. But do you think it's right for them to charge you $40,000 a year, for you to go out and work 40 hours a week and only make $40,000 to $60,000, $70,000 a year and have to live on that while everything else is exceeding the threshold of what could truly be manageable when it comes to finances, like everything is out of whack, then guess what? If you stay the same, you're going to perish. But if you take a chance to bet on yourself, if you take a chance to build strategic partnerships, communicate better with other people, then guess what? Your life is going to get better. I promise you. What I'm speaking about is not sexy. Y'all already see it. Y'all see what I'm talking about. People will come in here and look. Nah, he ain't talking about nothing that I want to hear. Okay. You ain't stopping me. Not stopping me. Like, I'm still going to get to the bag. I'm still going to be able to do what I've been doing. And I'm telling people this just like this. You don't have to be on social media to make a lot of money. What I'm doing now is I want to be on social media because I want to make more money. I want to be on social media because I want to reach more people. I want to be on social media because I want to set out a goal and accomplish that goal. This is just another goal on my list that I'm getting ready to accomplish. That's all this is. Okay? So if you want to keep working for the dollar, you want to keep, I got to go back home on vacation. If you want to keep being the person that doesn't have your freedom, if you want to keep being a person that's bound by the clock, I don't even wear a watch. Ain't no point because I'm timeless. I don't need a watch. See, I watch what I say, so I get to watch what I see now. And the thing about that is you could do the same. You could watch what you say. Change your language from the negative self-talk and put yourself in a positive power, a positive light, because you are abundant already. What's stopping you? Why are you not jumping in somebody's DM? Why are you not saying, hey, what's up? Can we partner? In fact, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how much money I help other people make. I'm going to show you how much money I put into other people's hands. I'm going to make cards and put them on my Instagram. I'm going to show you how much money that I actually help other people make. It's just going to show you testimony on people that you actually look up to. So let's just be honest here about where you're at so you can get to where you want to be, because you're the best of the best, the top of the top, the cream of the crop, and nothing can hold you back except for you. So please understand that, once again, your relationships is actually costing you money. For men, you might want to date multiple women. That's cool. Just know it's going to cost you money by your relationships. For women, you say, okay, I'm going to be around this guy, and he does not really do anything for you, or he doesn't really, support you in any type of way. Not saying monetarily, I'm saying just support mentally, physically. What happens? You are not showing up as your best, so therefore you can't apply the best skill set to whatever it is that you're doing. And guess what? It's costing you money. Your attention is so wrapped around this person that you can't focus on this right here that's golden right in front of you. It's costing you money. You are afraid to speak in front of people. It's costing you money. How many people that you can call on right now help you make money or got you in a position where you could either do something to attract money, give you a lead magnet somehow where you could attract money? Let's just be real here. I don't know. I don't know your life. I'm not saying you don't. I'm just speaking about it, and I'm gonna save this because I want other people to tap in and see this. I'll delete it later. But as I mentioned before, I don't care if one person, two people, three people, 10, 100, a million people get on this live. Because if 100 people got on this live, a million people got on this live, and I didn't say anything that's worth value, then it didn't matter. If I just got on here acting with antics or whatever to get people's attention, fighting or doing other crazy stuff, none of it matters. But if I'm on here speaking life into someone and showing someone a different way of thinking that could potentially transform their finances in their future, I won. You won if you listen to it. So sales and leadership is what is going to allow you to get to that next level, whether you like it or not. And I broke it down already. So I'm not going to do it again, but I am going to say, you are winning. Count your wins. Every small win is a big gain. Trust me, look, you're the best of the best, top of the top, cream of the crop. Nobody can mess with you. Nobody can stop you. Only you can stop you. I'm out of here. Oh, wait a minute. I just had a thought. Y'all remember that commercial or that show? It's a commercial, I think. Only you could prevent forest fires. I finally got it. They weren't talking about no real forest fires. They're talking about the forest fires in your mind that's burning down the dreams that you had as a child. The dreams that you had as a kid, as an adolescent, the dreams that you currently had because you share your big dreams with small minds, and it defeats the purpose of you actually having shared that because they diminish your confidence. But y'all heard what I said. I love y'all. I'm sending y'all light. Keep going out there and being amazing. If y'all need me, y'all know where to find me. If you need to increase your sales and leadership training, if you need to become a master seller, if you want to become a person that can lead people to do things, as I mentioned before, I'm creating faceless communities. Like literally. Go ask anybody about me if you've ever been into in our meetups in person. They're going to tell you the same stuff because I work behind the scenes. And I'm sending everybody love once again. I'm out of here. Mindset Mogul. Sending everybody love from Spain. Peace. What's up, man?